an easy job, but let me say thank you for the time and thoughtful effort you put into the work that you do. Now, let me start my sermon. 3 points in a poem. Well, I'm not going to give you the poem, but I have 3 points, and I'm going to be quick. I promised Maria I would be quick. The 3 points is pickleball in Cherokee County, present, future, and value. So, pickleball was started in Cherokee County in 2014. Jim Bent, that most of you know, was responsible for that through the senior games. Jim was supposed to be here tonight, but he's moving to Winston-Salem, and literally the movers come tomorrow. And he ran out of time and energy to come be with us, so he passed it on to me. Present, what are we doing in pickleball in Cherokee County today? We have activities organized and going on those courts every day of the week except Sunday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, in the mornings we have 6 courts full most of the time. Oftentimes there's as many as 12 or 16 people waiting to get in. Now, that's the Keystone Cops. When you start trying to rotate 4 on and 4 off and go all the way across and all the way back. Tuesday mornings, we have skills and drills for intermediate advanced folks to come out and improve their abilities. Tuesday evening, we have open play for beginners, novices, and rookies. The time for them to come at their level, at which they play, and come and play together. About 2 Tuesday nights ago, we had all 6 courts full of folks out there playing and having a good time. Thursday evening is open play for intermediate and advanced players. If you show up out there, it's going to be a little more intense, it's going to be a little faster, and you better wear your glasses so you don't get your eyes hurt. Saturday morning. Saturday morning is one of my favorite times because it's beginner class. It's time when new folks come out and get to try pickleball for the first time. We now have 6 people trained to teach beginners. They rotate in teams of 2. Beginner lessons are important because we start off with safety. You know, how do you conduct yourself on the pickleball court and be safe about it? Then in an hour and a half, they are literally playing pickleball, you know, some of them for the very first time. So that's what we're doing now. The future. Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the world. We have almost doubled our participation on these courts in the last year and a half. More people are literally moving here to this county who already have pickleball background and are coming out, you know, to play regularly. More locals are coming out because they're seeing the activity on those courts and they're saying, what is that all about? How do I try that? Pickleball will continue to grow exponentially. Our request is to take one of the tennis courts and turn it into 4 more permanent pickleball courts. This gets us ahead of the curve. We need them on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but the way we're growing, we are going to continue to need them more and more. The future, what are we missing? We're missing the youth, friends. This is known as an old person's game, but it's really not, because one of the top 5 women pros in the world is a 14-year-old woman, young lady. Pickleball is growing even at a greater speed among young people. We are fortunate that pickleball is offered as a part of the PE program at Murphy High School. We have a relationship with them where they bring some of the kids out, we teach them a little bit, we play in with them and have a good time. I have a commitment to the coach that in the fall, they literally put up chairs and a rope in order to have a net. I have a commitment to him that we'll get him 4 portable nets by next fall, and make sure he has plenty of balls to play with. It is my vision and dream and hope that we will have lots of children and youth out there playing on those courts. I would like us to have a program for beginners for children, beginners for teenagers, just like the ones we have on Saturday morning, for adults. That's the future. Yes, sir.
I feel like you're gonna have a unanimous vote, but I've got another question.
Okay.
Why does it call pickleball?
Wayne, you have an answer?
Yes. There are two stories that go with this. The story that most people like is that when the game was invented in Brisbane Island, Washington, they had a dog named Pickles, and he would chase the ball, and it would become Pickles Ball, which soon became pickleball. The story that I believe is true is that when the game was invented, they pulled rules from different games to make this game. The game was invented basically because a couple families got together and their kids were bored, so they just took the badminton court and rearranged things. They built paddles, and two used the wiffle ball, and boom, there it is. But they took rules from 3 different games to make this game. And supposedly in crew, if you take oars people from different boats to make a boat, it's called a pickle boat. And since they took rules from different sports to make this game, then they call it pickleball.
Thank you for the question. Let me close with this value issue. There's the obvious value of the physical and social activity and well-being, within our players and our society. But I want to talk to you about dollar value. Adequate pickleball facilities draws tourists. We have right now a fellow that comes to the casino. He's a pickleball player. He comes out and plays with us. The last time he was there, he came early in the morning. He usually comes a little bit later. I said, "Why are you here so early?" He said, "Well, the cards weren't going my way, so I thought I'd have more fun playing pickleball." There are tourists who come to our community because of the mountains and the lakes and all the wonderful things, but many of those people are now looking for pickleball courts so that they can play pickleball in the morning, they can hike and go to the lake in the afternoon. Pickleball is growing, and it's going to continue to grow, and I think it's going to be a valuable part of our community. Now, that's the sermon. Here's the offering. Pee Wee has come up with a bid for this project that's $15,500. I'm here tonight with my representatives to tell you that we have in our hand $10,000 that we have raised as our contribution to this project. And our request, is that you share in the project for the other $15,500. If you have any questions?
5,000.
Oh, five. Yeah, 5. Let's go on vacation.
We don't let him get you on.
I don't know the sport.
He's the president, not the treasurer.
No, actually, we have no officers. We are a loose confederation of people who love to play pickleball and who enjoy each other.
Well, I want to thank you very much for making a very enjoyable presentation. Flattery will get you everywhere. So I will make a motion that we approve. And ask for a second. All in favor?
Yay!
It's also a value to do it tonight because it's just going to get more expensive in a week or a month.
So you did agree to stay for the rest of the meeting too, right?
Are there refreshments?
You
did install those safety cones around,
Yes, sir.
outside area, would those be
They
pushed
will,
back out
they
to
will
the
be
other
moved
side?
over to the tennis court
So you
side.
still have the temporary ability to have 2 additional courts for overflow, which would give you 10, right? And once these become permanent?
Hey,
Would not?
No, we will have 8.
Right, but you have temporary,
No,
Nets
we're
now.
putting these 4 on the tennis court that has the temporary markings where we put them.
okay, understood.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, if you want us to go ahead and mark another tennis court,
Might come down to
I
that.
don't want to, the tennis players have been very, quiet and accepting of this, so I really don't want to push them at this point. Thank you very much.
thank y'all for
Just,
coming.
if you'll provide that money to the finance office as a donation to the county, put that with the remainder and we'll get the project.
May I have 1 more minute? I know that sometimes when you all give out money to folks, there are other people that want to fuss at you about it. And I want to tell you, if you have somebody out there that is concerned about pickleball getting some money, you let them know that we are available to give them lessons at our court. We're available to go to their church and take some nets and line up some places and play. We're available to go to their community centers and line off some places. That we are community spirited and minded about this, and we will do our part to get other people involved. Thank you very much.
All right, if we can move on.